Don't touch me.
Keep moving.
Don't touch me, though.
Outside.
What's your problem?
I'm escorting you.
Keep your hands to yourself, dude.
Outside. Outside. Come on.
Don't be touching people, man. Keep your hands to yourself.
Come on.
San Joaquin Valley Transparency. I'm right here with Slow County Observer, man, the new channel. We came out here to show support and do some audits. What's up, man?
What's up? Thanks
So,
for coming down. Appreciate it.
Thank you. You're welcome, man. Thank you for hosting us out here. We're out here with Nate's Gate 182, Slow County Observer. We're at the County of San Luis Obispo Courthouse Annex building, 1050 Monterey Street. We're gonna go inside and record and see if they respect our rights to record and stuff, man.
Maybe we should say hi to the law librarian down there too.
Oh, the law library is cool. Is this the one you did, or?
This is the one right
Oh,
here.
that's what's up, man. Cool. It's kind of a good idea to do the law libraries, huh?
Yeah.
I never really thought about it before, man.
I saw yours and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna go check that out.
Hell yeah. You hear that, guys? Let's start hitting up the law libraries, and not just to record, but to learn.
It's
You know?
valuable information out there.
Yeah, you can ask questions, and they will answer them for you when you go in there.
There you go, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, you guys, we can't have recording in here.
Oh, what was that?
We can't have any recording in here.
Why is that?
Because you guys are inside the court.
Inside the where?
You guys are inside the court.
This is not a courtroom.
So you guys just.
Yeah, this is a public lobby.
There's literally sign that says there's no recording inside the camera. I mean, inside the courtroom.
Is that a policy or is that law?
Yes, sir. It's actually in there because it is private property at the moment.
Private property. This is public accessible, isn't it?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't know it. But
Yeah,
if you want, I can go ask. For
Yeah, call supervisor. That'd be great.
I actually have approval from Deputy Bean. He told me the other day that we can go talk to Sergeant Cohen at the civil office.
Cool.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
So you've already actually come through here?
I came in the lobby part. I didn't go through because I had too much metal on me.
Oh, where's the lobby part?
This is right here.
Oh, it's right here. Oh, okay.
Everything good though, by the way?
Not too bad.
Good. Trying to keep our audience informed, man.
Well, it is a nice day, so might as well enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
That's right. You know what it is actually we're doing?
Yeah, what is it?
You never heard of a First Amendment audit? You have? You know what we're doing?
Actually, nah, not so
What do you
much.
think about it, man? Do you like them? You think they're important?
Sure.
Good stuff, man. Thank you. Go ahead, man. We're not waiting.
All right, hey, can you guys go? Because you went past.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not just certified. Okay, perfect. You ready for me?
So the courthouse is inside here as well?
Yeah, the actual courtrooms. I believe. Did they give you the okay?
No, but just look at the flyers regarding the recording. I don't know if it's on there. They'll be here. They'll be here right now shortly.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Hey, just so you know, though, man, sometimes these are wrong,
Yeah.
and that's why we have to do what we do, because
Yeah, I know,
we got to
I
change that.
understand. For us, it's also
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
policy where, you know,
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to lose your job.
we're just telling you what they told us
Right,
we
right.
have to do. And like I said, for us, it is policy. We don't, we can't really have recording, and that's to tell you guys. So,
Yeah.
as for us, our job is to tell you guys.
You know
what
what?
they
You know,
told us.
yeah. What's kind of messed up is they give you guys false information, and then you guys have to come out and do that.
Like I said, there's a officer here.
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
How are you?
Not too bad, man. How you doing today? What was that?
Not in here. Not in here.
Oh, why is that?
You're in the
Oh,
courthouse.
dude, don't fucking touch me, bro. Don't touch me.
Keep moving.
Don't touch me, though.
Outside.
What's your problem?
I'm escorting you.
Keep your hands to yourself, dude.
Outside. Outside. Come on.
Don't be touching people, man. Keep your hands to yourself.
Come on. Outside.
Fucking bully. dumbass. Here. Hold this. Hold this.
You see Courthouse. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. It's right here. Got it? Good.
Okay. Yeah, this is the guy that was on my other video.
Yeah.
The one that jaywalked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's him.
I'm gonna go find out where the courtroom.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember the security guard.
Yeah.
I can look for myself. Sir. I don't need a babysitter. Okay?
You know,
So they're not allowing the public in here.
sir, please step in.
Is there a way that I have to do that?
Yeah.
Here, let me shut this door for you really quick. Boys.
Alright, let's see who knows.
Please stop.
Okay.
Gentlemen,
Sure
please
thing.
stop. I'm asking you, please stop.
Okay. Well,
Thank you.
I'm on the public property right now. Oh, this guy.
I seen your
You're already
video.
famous, dude.
Yeah, I seen your video on YouTube. It's gotten quite a bit of views, man.
Yeah.
You're famous now,
You
man.
should see the comments, bro. Fucking guy. Oh yeah. That other guy too, the little hissy fit guys over there. Shout out to SJBT for standing up for our rights right here.
I am not, we are supporters of the First Amendment.
Okay.
Not gonna be on this side. Just understand, there are court rules.
Right.
I am not in the business of changing court rules, right? Nor are you. Well, actually,
We are.
You are.
Right.
Yeah, you are. So, the court rules say what they say. You guys have gone to, is it Mr. Gonzalez? We've met, yes?
We've met.
Yes, we have met.
Not Gonzalez.
Did I get it wrong?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's okay.
What is it?
I'd rather not tell you the way
Well,
you're acting.
you're asking me. If I-
You have to understand that he does this for his own.
Fair enough.
Not everybody likes you and will agree about the First Amendment. And
I'm
some
not looking to be liked.
okay, well some of those guys, that's why we kind of have to stay as incognito as possible as well.
You guys have truly tested the boundaries of what you can and can't do,
Right.
and that's your 100% your right as citizens of this country. That's all there is to it.
And honestly, man, I'm a little upset with you because you put hands on me to push me out.
I told you to step out of the courthouse while you were filming.
Right. And you're the supervisor on duty right now.
Was it what you would consider to be some type of, I don't know, unreasonable request when you knew what you guys were doing?
We knew what we were doing, and actually,
And I understand that you knew what you were doing.
you don't even know though, because in reality, we're even allowed to stand inside there. We're actually allowed to go to the whole, and you would be amazed once you watch our videos, and look
I
past.
have, actually.
Okay, and look past all the garbage because we make a lot of mistakes as well. Okay, and try to find the
That's cool.
educational value in what we do.
So you guys have realized where you can and cannot go.
Yeah, and in reality, we're actually supposed to be allowed to go and walk around, and not that rule is set for the courtrooms. But what's happening? Look,
That's a state law, right? We're not making that rule locally. That's a law that you're going to need to get changed. It's in the California rules.
no,
of
it's not.
court.
It's not
It's
necessarily.
in the rules of the court.
Yeah, and it's overstepping the boundaries of the Constitution,
So
man.
am I the guy?
It's enforcing policy.
But am I the guy that changes that rule?
You know what? These videos.
No, seriously.
Okay,
am I the guy that changes
Is
that rule?
public opinion important? So when hundreds of thousands of people watch our and they
I'm
start
asking
calling the
you
mayor,
directly.
Right.
Am I the guy that changes that rule?
you're a part of it
No,
now.
I am
You
not.
are part of it now.
No,
Yes,
I
you
am
are.
Absolutely not.
Let me ask
The
you something.
Judicial Council of California establishes these rules. They're codified into law in the state of California. Yes?
We understand the state of California has its own constitution.
Am I the guy that determines whether the rule is right or wrong?
If
No,
you find
I'm
out-
the one that enforces the rule.
If you find out,
You walk into a courthouse that says you are not allowed to film, I am the guy that has to tell you to leave.
Can you point
When
that
you
out?
don't, what's that?
Can you point out the sign that says we're not allowed to film?
There's actually it's actually written just on the
on the
board
inside.
there
On the inside.
where you should not be filming.
Okay, so how are we supposed to know that? It's posted on the inside.
when we walk in on the inside,
Use your eyes, take a look.
All right.
you know what's funny, man? Is
I know how bad this is going to all end up looking for me.
Yeah.
It is,
Back
man.
end.
It is.
No, dude, I totally get it.
Okay.
No, I know.
and you have to understand
Trust me, I
that
get
not,
plenty of feedback on what you guys do.
America's watching
This
you,
is-
bro.
I'm good with it.
America's
I'm
watching
just
you.
telling you, the rules say no.
So
I am
if
here to tell you no.
Okay,
because
so-
you know what the rules
so
say.
what's on the
You've
line?
decided that
What's on the
don't
line
wanna-
for you? Your pension, your money. If you see that a rule is unconstitutional, you're going to enforce it because you're afraid to lose your
There's
you're afraid to lose your
nothing-
pension. You're
there's
afraid.
nothing unconstitutional about that rule.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is.
Then
It
you know
absolutely
what?
is.
Then make sure that you take this as far forward as you possibly can, because that's the only way you're going to get the rule changed. Because right now, until other judges tell me that the rule's not constitutional, it absolutely is.
No.
And I get what you guys are doing, and I support the fact that you guys fight for the First Amendment. Absolutely.
And the
100%.
way that things are being operated, that's the perfect recipe for corruption. Think about that.
So fix it.
We are. That's why we're here.
Okay.
And that's why we're here.
Right on. I'm totally okay with that. Do what you got to do. You've made your point, have you not?
Apparently not, man. You're not letting us in the
Yeah,
No,
that's
well,
true.
I'm not, because there's a rule, and I am unfortunately the one that has to work within those rules.
So if you went home and you read tonight and you realized that the rule here that was the policy that's being here was unconstitutional, what would you do about
I
it?
am not in the position to determine constitutionality or unconstitutionality.
Because your pension is on the line, sir.
has nothing to do
Because
with
your
my
pension is
pension
on the
or my
line,
paycheck.
sir.
I am not the one that determines constitutionality.
But you're willing to enforce
Lawmakers
policy.
and judges determine constitutionality. I follow the law. The law is what it is. The rules are what they are.
Can you state that law for us?
Yeah.
The one that
Yeah, since you know it all.
prevents us from
You know what?
going
If you
inside?
give me a minute, I'll run back to my desk and I'll give you the exact one.
Can you
guys
actually
already know
bring-
it
can you
because
actually bring
you're
a copy?
Smart enough that you've already figured all this stuff out, but I'll be more than happy to go back. To
Well,
my
okay, let me
desk,
ask you
spend a
something.
little bit more of my
Out of
day
all the
doing
courthouses that we've been to, why are some of the judges understanding our First Amendment right to go inside the courtrooms and they're taking away that policy
I
and they're
can't speak
allowing
to
us?
that.
You can't speak to that.
Are you changing it county by county?
We're
Courthouse
going
by courthouse?
everywhere. Everywhere we go,
Keep
bro.
doing what you're doing. Then absolutely keep doing what you're doing.
So who, for you to go find out, if you, let's say you said to yourself that you agree what we're doing.
I
Okay.
support no.
You-
What
okay,
I-
you support
no,
with what we're
I
doing.
don't agree with what you're doing. What I do is I support your First Amendment right to do it.
Okay.
There's a big.
But you don't
difference.
agree with it is what you're saying. You do or you don't?
I'm not a huge fan of your methods, but I do support your First Amendment right to do what you think you need to do. Say what you need to say.
What-
Film what you need to film.
What other methods are left to uncover corruption within our system?
That's up to you. I am not in a position where I'm going to start dictating to you.
Do you even have an
what
idea?
You should say. My
Corrupt,
ideas are
because
mine.
corruption is
My ideas
flourishing.
are mine.
The corruption is flourishing within our justice
In answer
system.
to your question, my ideas are mine.
Mhm.
They're mine. They're not for you. They're not for you. They're not for you.
They're not for America either.
They're just not for us to discuss, and certainly not what you guys are all,
What
standing
sort
around
of
with
things
cameras
are
in
you
my
hiding
face.
in there? Is there some sort of like state secrets in there or something?
In reality,
Area 51.
Area 51's
it's
in there?
Yeah, it's all in there.
Gotcha.
I see the Constitution's a joke.
All right.
What's
The First Amendment's a joke. I mean, in reality,
The First Amendment is absolutely the most important amendment to our
absolutely, man. Why do you think we do what we do?
And I get why you do what you do. I do not approve, I'm sorry, let me restate that. I don't necessarily think that your methods are the most effective, but they're the methods that you have chosen to take, and I wish you the best of luck.
You know what has actually stopped police from, like, let's say for instance you didn't like me and I didn't have a camera or whatever, right? and not just you, but
I actually
necessarily
don't know
all
you
police.
well enough to determine whether I like you
Okay,
or
well,
not.
you didn't like when I was standing up to your
Because I told you to leave and you did.
Yeah, because in reality, man, I feel like it's my right, and by doing what you did, I believe that's unconstitutional.
And I understand that, and I'd rather
you know?
come out here and have a dialogue and have you guys have 3 cameras in my face and try and make me look like a monkey, which you're gonna do. And
No, not necessarily
Because
true,
you're gonna
man.
do
You
what you're
you
gonna
kind of
do.
did that to yourself when you put hands on not only me but this guy as
I
well.
told you to leave.
But you were
Your
wrong,
immediate
sir.
response
You were
was
wrong,
to
sir.
sta-
But you're
Stand
wrong.
up for our
That's
rights.
your opinion.
No. That's law, bro.
I'm
That's the
telling you what
Constitution. That's
the
our freedom.
rules here say when I tell you to leave, you gotta leave.
Okay, so my freedom is my opinion, or should my freedom be my freedom, and you should have no boundaries
Your
to step over
freedom
that? Yeah.
gets to be your freedom right up until it infringes on somebody else's freedom.
And
That's
who
where the
else's
line
freedom
is.
am I infringing on? Who else?
Well, right now we have rules of court that say you can't do what you want to try to do.
Hmm.
That's your right to try that. My job is to tell you where the line is. That is a line you don't get to step across until you change the rules. You change the laws, fine by me, because those will be the laws that I enforce at that point, right? Right now, these are the laws I have to enforce because these are the laws. You want to change them, gentlemen? If this is your method, absolutely 100% I believe in what you're doing. Change the laws. If you think they're wrong and you can get enough people to follow what you want to do, then that's what you should do. But right now, I know where the line is. You know where the line is. That's where we stop.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you right now, that sign needs to be out here. If you do not want people to go
Now,
inside,
I will take that under consideration. And
Okay.
if that is something that you would feel comfortable with, then we will put a
and
sign.
and not necessarily, because that sign is still wrong. That sign is still wrong.
But we're
And
quibbling
because
but we're quibbling about the little bitty things.
no. What I'm
That's
quibbling
the law
about, sir.
now.
What
you
I'm
wanna
wait, no,
do is
wait.
You want to
Okay,
change
fine.
the law. You change the law.
What I want to
You know
change
how to
is
do that?
prosecutorial
Go find the
misconduct.
congressman,
What
go
I
find the
exactly,
representatives,
exactly.
go find the
Hold them
judges,
accountable.
and you change the law.
Hold them accountable.
Right now, this is the law.
That's not.
That's
It's
the way-
policy. Why don't you
That's the
understand?
way it is. What's
Why
that?
don't you understand? Policy, sir. Policy. Hey, policy. Bootlicker. Policy.
Probably not a big fan of law enforcement himself, but I'm telling you right now, what the law is what the law is. You want to change it, change it. If this is your method,
No,
to
sir.
do
What
that,
you're doing, what you don't understand exactly what you're doing
But I
is
do
you are
understand.
protecting prosecutorial misconduct. That's exactly what you're protecting.
then change it.
What he's trying to tell you guys is his job is to enforce the law. That's it.
That's all I do.
Bro, do you know the difference between
yes,
law
I
and
do.
policy?
Oh, yes, I do.
What is it? What's your name, man? Okay, what is the difference between law and policy?
Before you go down that road,
Uh-huh.
I'm caught up in the middle of a really bad rape investigation that has to do with the dirty cop and Paso Robles. So I know all about dirty corruption. But this guy's just doing his job. It says we're
Here,
not supposed to be in there.
get a hold of me so you can tell me your story, and I'll help you. I'll help you tell your story. But look,
He's
wait,
put my bed out a couple times.
check it out. This guy right here, he put hands on us and pushed us out the door. But in reality, bro, he should have kept his hands to himself,
part is,
because what he's
it's
doing
his
right there
job.
is
It sucks, but his job technically should right.
to protect corruption is what he's doing, bro. And the Constitution, it trumps that. These are policies, bro. These are policies that they're putting in, and the policy doesn't trump the Constitution.
He's not the guy.
But do you-
go after
do you-
Cunningham and the district attorney.
Oh, really? Yeah, no. Trust me, we know about district attorneys and dirty judges, bro.
As long as you work within the holes, as long as you
Have a go,
know
man.
where the line
Get a
is,
hold of me.
totally okay with it. But you guys need to understand, and I will take your comment under consideration. I will put a sign there, or I will ask to have a sign put there.
What you ought to do, sir, is you ought to talk to the judges and you ought to ask them. You ought to find out and say, Your Honor, it is.
not-
It's your duty.
It's your
No,
responsibility.
it's
as a
yours.
citizen.
It's yours as well,
If
sir.
these
It's yours as
laws-
well,
if
because we
these
are
rules-
paying you.
If these rules offend you, if they impact you negatively, then there is a very clear process for how we get things changed.
Bro, when my
What we don't
freedom is
do-
hindered, I'm offended, yes.
Be offended.
That's fucked
That's
up.
actually how.
That's
we,
wrong.
No,
That's
that's how
wrong,
we
sir.
progress.
Be offended.
Yes. Be offended. No, are you not? Do you not understand the?
I am
the
offended, sir.
subtlety
That's
here?
why I'm here.
And I'm okay with that. That's the whole point. If you weren't offended, would you be wasting your day doing what you're doing?
Definitely not wasting our day, man. I wanted to show my audience how courteous,
Okay.
polite, and respectful the courthouse
So let's
is.
so let's
And that just didn't happen.
rephrase
Instead,
that.
you decided to put hands
If
on
you
us.
weren't offended, would you be spending the time and the effort doing what you're doing? This is not a trick question. This is a straight up question. If you were offended, if you were not offended, would you be doing this?
I do this because I want to take the power away from district attorneys and judges, and I want to give it back to the people.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
You're doing what you're supposed to do as a citizen.
I'm so sick and tired of reading about prosecutorial misconduct and nothing happens.
I have, to be fair, nothing to do with prosecutorial misconduct. I have nothing to do with the judiciary.
But what you have,
nothing to do with
okay,
Congress,
but I'm going to tell you what your
House.
position is, sir. Your position is to protect their secrecy in the courthouses of what they're
No.
doing. That's how
My
it flourishes.
job is
That's
to enforce the law.
People-
That is my job. It has always been my job. It will always be my job, even when I'm not doing this job. Pensions notwithstanding, paychecks notwithstanding, I follow the rules. I follow the law.
if you
The
found
law
out
is
that
what
you,
it is.
that's not law, it's policy. But if you found out that you were doing
No,
something wrong,
it
would you
is
quit?
actually law.
It's not. Actually, it's not law, bro.
It is actually law.
Okay,
It is.
law?
California Rules of Court. It is the law.
And that's actually for the courtrooms, not for the
for the
courthouses. And they've
courthouse.
extended that. And you know what else they're extending it to? Every
That's
part,
it.
whether it's jury selection area or wherever you go, they're trying to say it's
You're
part of the
making-
courtroom.
Gentlemen, you're making your impact now,
Mhm.
and I laud you for it. Congratulations. Now go fix it. You've gotten your time. You'll do your editing. You'll have your hits. Everybody will watch your channel, and I laud you for it. Congratulations. Now go fix it. You've highlighted the problem that you believe exists.
Mhm.
I think you've documented it well enough. You have been to every possible installation I could possibly think of, because we all talk about.
So
you
you've seen our
guys.
videos.
No, I have not. Personally, I have not. But we know that you have been pretty much everywhere. Congratulations. If this is your idea, is to shine, what do they say? Sunlight is the best disinfectant? Is it not?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have probably had hours and hours and hours of what I would consider to be sunlight. Now, go fix it. If you think that there is a problem, go address it. This is a dry hole for you guys. Go over and talk to your representative. Go get an appointment with the district attorney.
Now let me enlighten you. You're telling me to do something that I'm already doing, because my voice sometimes when I
I
speak
see what you're
alone,
doing, and
when I speak alone, nobody wants to listen to me.
Okay.
But when hundreds and thousands of people and millions of people, because I have videos with over 1 million views, 5.7 million views on one of my videos. So when people watch this, believe me.
Wanting to be argumentative.
No, I'm
about
not
this,
arguing,
and
sir. No,
I'm not
I'm
arguing
enlightening you. I'm shedding light on top. So
understand
I'm shedding
what you're
light
doing.
so you can heal. You know what I mean, with the sunlight. So
I understand.
what I'm saying is, you may not. You actually you do totally understand a little bit about what we're doing. You understand it,
I get
and
where
I
you're
appreciate you
coming
for that. I appreciate you for that. Now I want everybody else in the United States and everywhere else to understand what we're doing.
What's the next step?
The next step, let me ask you an important question, man. What do you think about the blue line on the flag? Did you actually know that was bringing between veterans that have fought in the war?
Do you see that flag?
Yeah,
That one up there?
yeah,
That's the only one I recognize.
nice.
Everything else is just decoration.
Okay.
People do what they're doing. You have a red, white, and blue hat on. You guys are all wearing blue.
Right.
Okay. Red, white, and blue shirt.
Mhm.
That's fine. That's the only flag I recognize. And that's the end of the day. You want to put a blue line on something, put a blue line on something. You want to put a green line on something, put a green line on something. I don't really care. It's the only flag I care about.
Good answer. People are gonna appreciate that. I'll tell you that much, because a lot of law enforcement are not like you. They're saying, yeah, they wear it, and then you know what? They have the nerve to say. They have the nerve to say, I can't speak on political statements or whatever, but they're wearing it.
I'm not making
They're wearing it.
political
I know you're not, but I was asking you a question, you know,
I understand.
and you answered pretty well, man. I appreciate that.
Gentlemen, this dialogue is difficult because of the cameras. I understand that you have to do it, but I'd really rather have a conversation sans cameras, because I get where you're coming from insofar as the First Amendment goes. It's the most important right that we all have, is the right to express ourselves. But understand, my position is there's a rule, there's a law. It's the one I have to enforce. It's my charge. It is what I have been charged to do, as I have to enforce the law. I'm not always a huge fan of enforcing laws, but those are the laws that we as citizens have all decided that we are going to live by.
I think a judge decided that, right?
I don't
Decided this
necessarily
law.
think that that's in this
Presiding
case.
judge
I
sat
really
down,
can't
came
say
up
what
with
the I can't say what the genesis of this rule is or this law is. I can't say because I wasn't there when it
I know
happened.
we the people didn't have any say in that law.
But we the people do have a say. Go talk. Go find your representative. If, to be fair, this stuff has obviously gotten under your guys' skin far enough that this is what you have chosen to do today.
And sir, if you have
And
children that are not going to grow up to be in law enforcement, don't you think that they're going to be their rights are going to be taken away as well?
Hear me out.
Mhm.
If this is what is truly bothered you, then go address it. Go fix it. Instead of just highlighting it, what you're doing is casting light upon it, but you're not actually.
That's not necessarily
Take it
true,
to the
sir.
next step.
That's not necessarily true because you don't know what I'm doing behind the scenes.
And if you are doing more than just this and editing YouTube videos, and you're doing more, then I praise you. Then by all means, do what you have to do.
How do you think somebody like me knows about words like prosecutorial misconduct, about
Gentlemen,
policy
I am
versus
under no
law?
misguided-
Okay, let me ask you something else that's
It's not
important.
that I think that you guys don't pay attention. It's not that I think that you guys don't read the rules and read the laws. I'm well aware that you guys are paying attention. And the reason that I'm even talking to you right now is because I want you to understand where the rule is, where the line is. And the line is right here. So stop.
It's an imaginary line that's been drawn up. Yeah, man, we get it. But let me ask you
Did I
something
draw
that's
it
important. Yeah, the judge did, and you enforced that.
Then you-
You
yes, you're
enforced
right, I
that.
did
And now let me
enforce
ask you something about your enforcement, okay? Obviously, you're showing a little bit of patience by talking to us, man. But let me ask you something.
I
We
know
were
where
in
you're
there.
going. Did I tell you to leave? Did I tell you to stop?
Did you? Okay,
You
where?
have it on camera.
Where was your
You can
patience?
roll back.
Where was your patience level that you had to put hands on me?
Did
Because
tell
I
you to
believe-
stop?
I believe I'm in the
Because
right.
What I saw was you not stopping. So out of the courthouse, film all you want,
Mm-hmm.
not inside the doors.
And because
I
okay,
have-
so let me ask you this.
This is
So
me
because I
shepherding,
I did not move when you asked me to, because I believe I was in the right. Okay, I did not move. I did not move when you asked me
Correct,
to.
you did not.
So
did I give you direction
So-
to leave? Did I give you direction to stop?
you asked me to leave. You asked me to stop recording.
Did you stop? Did you leave?
No, I didn't.
Then it is well within my right to move you along.
But so let me ask you this: if you
You're-
don't like me
you're-
standing here,
you're truly quibbling over a small
okay, if
point.
you don't like me standing here, are you gonna put hands on me to push me out that way? Okay, and let's get back to that though. Let's get back to that.
You're conflating two.
Where is your patience
You're-
level?
hang
So
on a
what you're
second.
saying is
All right, now
is
we're done because either
you don't want to answer
No,
you don't want to answer
you
the tough
either
questions,
ask me
man.
a-
You have no patience.
You
You have
ask
no patience, sir. You have no patience. We were not in there posing a threat.
Ask me a
We had
question.
cameras in our hands.
Listen,
We had
listen.
cameras in our hands,
Ask
dude.
me a question. Wait for the response.
I'm trying to ask you a
me
question, but you
another
keep cutting me
question.
off.
No. What you have asked me is 30 questions in a row without allowing me to respond to any of them. At that point, gentlemen, I will leave you because we have gone from a very positive conversation to now you want to be confrontational.
That's not true, man. That's
Then
not true.
stop. Then ask me a question.
Okay.
Wait for the response.
Okay. What made you feel that you had to put hands?
Because
We were not
you
a threat.
refused to stop doing what I told you to do in violation of the rules.
But we were not a threat. We were
Threat
not
is
a threat.
immaterial.
So what
Did
you're
I
saying
tell
is
you to
you.
stop?
So once you make a demand, if somebody, that's the problem, man. Because look, it's a victimless crime, dude.
I think
It's a victimless crime. So you want to go hands on when there's absolutely no victim.
we
dude.
cannot-
That's the problem
we
with
can
law
now no
enforcement,
longer
bro.
Have a productive conversation because you are conflating.
What's wrong with that question,
You're
sir?
conflating 3 or 4 different issues into one question. It doesn't work that way. You ask me a specific question, I will answer a specific question. You continue to add to the question. You're conflating 3 or 4 different issues into one question.
have a specific
I
question.
cannot specifically answer a conflated question. I
Okay.
just can't.
Okay. Well, he's got a
Can't be
question,
done.
man.
Don't,
Yes,
don't
sir.
you feel like it's necessary to know the laws verbatim that you're trying to enforce? Like instead of having to go back to your desk.
I
and
think
find
it would speak to a tremendous memory if I could recite every single law verbatim. I would argue that there is probably nobody who has ever graduated law school or passed the bar that could recite every law verbatim.
You know what's funny about that though is how is it that you guys can enforce the law that you guys don't even know, but for us to protect ourselves, we got to hire attorneys, people that go to school, and we got to pay a lot of money to protect ourselves from sometimes from laws that you guys don't even know that you're enforcing on people. You guys want to say, oh,
And that has, young man, that has absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing here today.
that has everything to do, sir.
Okay. All right. So I bid you all good day. All right.
You have a good day too, sir.
Please
Yeah.
do. I mean this.
Hey, look, I'll tell you what. Even though I'm angry
Please
with you
do.
because you put hands on me,
Please don't
and
be
I know
angry.
I don't
Please
agree
don't
with
be
you.
angry.
I'm angry with you, man, because you put hands on me. Can I shake your hand?
Well, yeah, but can we not be angry with each
Well,
other?
I don't think that's fair, man. I think you should have had a little bit more patience.
I think-
we weren't posing a threat,
I
man.
understand that, but you knew what was going to happen.
There was
and
no
I guess
victim.
The insidious part of this is when I tell you to stop, you don't stop. When I tell you to leave, you don't leave. You have literally backed me into a corner from which
That's
I have
not
no
true,
choice.
man. That's
No,
not true.
stop doing
You could have used a little bit of
Stop.
patience,
Just stop doing it.
professionalism,
You guys
and
have-
courtesy
you
for the
guys have
people
read
of the United
rules.
States.
You guys have read the laws. You know exactly where the line is. If you don't like where the line is,
It's not that we don't like it, sir. We just know it's unconstitutional.
if
I
and
will
if
follow
that is
this.
your and hang on a second, you good?
Good, man.
If that is your belief, and it truly is, then by God, go change it. You don't change it here.
Yeah, we do.
The street is not. No, the street is not where you change the law. The
That's
street
not
is where
necessarily
you
true.
might cast the light upon what you think is the injustice, but the law gets changed through your legislators. It does not get changed here with video cameras.
The
It just-
the crooked legislators that don't want to listen to anybody.
First
And-
step is to show people what's
exactly.
And
Thank you,
that's-
bro.
Okay,
Thank you.
and I think we already talked about that.
Yeah.
That sunlight is the best disinfectant. If you think that this is a wrong, it's a wrong to you. Go fix it. Go implore your representatives to change it. This is not the venue for that.
You should join me for that.
I have other things to do. I do. I just do.
Like to
Like to enforce the law. That's what I'm doing.
to hold on to your pension,
to enforce the judge's rule.
to enforce the judge's rule. It's unconstitutional.
Go fix it.
We are, man.
You've shed enough.
We're trying, man.
Truly, I know you are trying, but you have shed enough light upon it. Now go fix it. That's all I'm asking. I'm not excoriating you. I'm asking you to go fix it. If this is the wrong, go address it. You shined the light. Now go deal. Well, were we good?
Yeah, we're good, man.
Sergeant Cole.
David.
good?
My name's David, man.
David?
Yeah.
We still haven't met formally.
Nah, we
Jay
haven't.
Cronin.
I'm okay with that.
Now, he's a good guy, man. And I'm gonna tell you something. I help a lot of new channels, and this channel right here is one of the most that I'm most proud of.
think-
Very professional, a good
You and I
guy.
have had interface before, and it was positive. I would
was
say
good.
positive.
Yeah.
So I don't have personal issues with you. None of
Right.
you.
Thank you.
You're doing what
believe
you
that.
think you need to do. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. We all know what we're all going to end up having to do. That's just not. We now know where the line is. We're good. I'm good. You good? You have said nothing.
He's learning, man.
Are you? How old are you, man? 15. Okay. Good. You're on the right track.
He's a good kid, man.
I'll be okay.
Hey, help us change these laws, man. It sounds like you kind of agree with what we're doing. So.
I agree
Buy
with-
buy the judge a bottle of wine
Don't
and talk to him.
Don't misquote me. You will or you won't. I have no control over your editing.
Find our channels, comment, and
I
say,
su-
go
I
ahead and come
am- I
back.
support the First Amendment. At the end of the day, that truly is the most important right that we all have. Whether I agree with your methods is not material to this. This is your belief. Go do what you got to do.
It's calculated and methodical what we're doing, bro. Think about that.
It is truly calculated. And I
It's
get
a
what you're
wonderful
doing.
thing. From sea to shining sea, people are picking up cameras and holding their county
Like I said,
officials
man,
accountable.
That's my flag.
It's a beautiful
Love
thing.
this country.
Thank you
We're
for
good.
that.
Have a good day, man.
Hey, talk to the judge over a bottle of wine, and then comment on my channel and tell me to come on back.
Turns out that I don't.